Five, four, three, two, one. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the Romello Marcellus Show. The fly uncle you always wish you had. Bring them out. Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life. Had to find my inner power. To fashion, etiquette, and current events. Major show alert. All to enhance the happiness already inside you. Today is about the power of you. Check it out. You're now rocking with the best.
Here I am, God damn it. Here I am, God damn it. Welcome to the Romello Marcellus Show. I'm he and he is me. And this is another edition, something special. Because it's me. Because I'm dope and I do dope shit. And I never apologize, as you can see back here, for being dope. So don't you ever do it. Yeah. I thought I'd just say that shit. It sounded so good. It just made me feel good and warm and tingly inside, you know. Yeah, if you're here, man, I thank you. Could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me and us tonight in this special place, this place of ours. We're waiting for some people to get in the room. You know, people on CPT, EPT, EBT, ET, phone home, all that good stuff. So while they're getting in the room, I'll take care of some administrative stuff while I'm sitting here. If you like the platform, man, and you are on here, yeah, by all means, follow, like, and subscribe. If you like, follow on YouTube, click the bell, click subscribe, click the bell, man, and you get your notifications when we're coming on or anything that's posted or any events, any contests, any of that kind of stuff. If you can hear me this evening, throw up a thumb. Let me know you're in the room. Let me know you're here. Let me see you. Yeah, as I do this. Also, you know, you're on here, man, click in some friends, tag them in. Let's say this is one of those shows that I have to put this disclaimer up. This does not reflect the personal views of the Romello Marcellus Show or its host. This is merely for entertainment purposes and stimulating thought and dialogue, okay? This is what it is. And yeah, share this platform with all your friends, your followers. Let's broaden the conversation. This is our platform. This is a judgment-free zone. You're welcome to come in here and be who and say whatever it is you need to say to incite thought. Yeah. Monday night, man, I got off on a tangent, which was a good one, and we sat on it for a moment. We talked it down like we needed to. Kind of overdid the damn thing, but I had fun doing it, and I'm sure you guys had fun listening to it. Honestly, I would not say screw a baby. It would be handled with care and class and tact. But Nevaeh and her mammy would still have to go, and it wouldn't be 30 days. Okay? I'm saying that because I was told that I was wrong for, I guess, taking it out on the baby because the baby had nothing to do with it, you know. But yeah, Nevaeh and her mama would have to go, and it wouldn't be 30 days. Okay? For the record, just know that all things in decency are rewarded. But, you know, with that said, everybody that's working is going to get paid. You hear me? If you're a hater, if you're a donator, congratulator, an antagonizer, everybody's going to get paid. Some's checks are going to be bigger than others. And always pay dividends. So, in all you do, be mindful that your paycheck is out there waiting for you. Okay? Unlike a lot of these folks that we see that are moving around in the world. And you know what? I ain't gonna hold this up much more. It's something, man, I want y'all to see, I want y'all to watch this with me, and I need you to be intent on this. But Here's a comment. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it up on Instagram first. The topic of the evening. Hang on. I'm doing this. Bear with me. There you go, IG. Boom. And here you go, Facebook. Bam. This is the topic. How can you trust them when they cheated with you on them? How can you trust them when they cheated with you on them? You know, I thought about that thing. And you know, here's a scenario. Matter of fact, I have to let you see it for yourself. Instagram, you're gonna have to listen until I roll it over there. But I will give you a backdrop that you can, you know, take in and see for yourself. But for the most part, wow. Here goes.
Hey, Facebook, my family and friends. I just want to make this video. My baby Nina's birthday is this weekend or whatever. I want you to look at this picture. See this picture right here? It seems like we're a happy couple. But what she don't know, that she ain't being so faithful. I know it's a lot of women out there that probably don't like her, and there's a whole lot of women out there that told me that she wasn't no good, but you can't judge nobody from what somebody else. You got to find out on yourself. I've been with this girl off and on almost 3 years. We've been back together for 2 months. She had Gmo tattooed on her before our first relationship. She got Gmo tattooed on her the second time. And just all of a sudden, she just erased it out of the blue. She took me off her Facebook page and everything. And that made me feel some type of way.
You should.
You know, that made me think that she was cheating, and that's why I did.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what y'all gonna hear later on is her talking to 2 different dudes. She's probably gonna be so angry that we probably didn't get a chance to play the second conversation, but you're gonna hear her talk about me, call me a bitch and out my name and stuff. But she's gonna walk in here in a few minutes and act like she ain't did nothing. Now, this woman here come home to me every night, on time, like clockwork. I want to tell all the hard-working fellas out there, just because your woman come home to you like time clock doesn't mean she ain't cheating. And that goes for the ladies too.
Don't take but a minute to do nothing.
Coming home on time, that don't mean they ain't cheating on you. I just want y'all to know that. Now, I know it's kind of messed up and y'all think I'm happy, but I'm not. I'm fucking mad as hell. I had 12 hours to think about this. Just imagine hearing somebody that you love that lay beside you all the time, every night. You hearing conversations that she talking to multiple dudes and planning on going to Texas in your car. So I'm making this to all my family that love Nina Duck, Crystal and Nina Duck, this girl right here. They love this girl. I don't want y'all to say that I ain't give her a chance, and I don't want y'all to say that I was wrong. I got my dad and mama here, but they ain't on the camera. I just want y'all to know this. She finna come through this door, and I'm gonna fool her like I'm gonna sing a song. Then I am gonna play the video. So I'm finna pause it right now. And the day is October the 9th, 2015. And I know I look rough. I just got off work. I just throw this on right here. I just got off work. So forgive me, ladies, for looking like this or whatever. I'm finna pause it now. It's gonna be a minute, but I'm gonna get right back with you. Okay, I'm back, Facebook. She finna get ready to walk in here. Like everything all good. I'm finna fool it like I'm finna sing a song. Our hair's gonna break loose. Yeah.
Had to go get her. He couldn't even wait. Can't even contain himself. Good God Almighty.
Why are you looking mad?
She knows she done fucked up.
I called you. I called you. Hey. I heard that. What? I heard that. I know it. I'm gonna give you your birthday present to you early. Yeah. Yeah. What you doing? You gonna play with the bags and act like you don't know? Because I'm really doing this from the heart. So can you put that down? I've been talking about giving you a car or whatever. This is that. I customized this car for you.
Got a card for her.
I customized the car for you. Yes. Nice thing. Okay. So, man, you've been going together for a long time. And you know I love you, right? And you love me, right? And you know I want to cheat on you. And you want to cheat on me. Tell them. Tell them you love me and you want to cheat on me.
Mom and Dad know I love you. I told Mom and Dad. I told Dad.
It's $2,000 on this car. Remember I was telling you that PayPal, I've been paying my PayPal bill. I was stacking money for you. That's why I ain't been doing.
Good man, stacking money for his woman.
Went to the Cowboys.
Good man.
But it's a brand new debit card. On this card, $100 gonna come out of my account every week. On this card, every third week, $200 gonna come out. So out of my income, my hard working, earned money, you're gonna be getting from $600 to $700 a month. Now, ain't no excuse you should be broke. Now, I don't know if you picked the car out or whatever, but that's on you. But before I do this, I want to sing you a song.
You better sing a song. Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry. Mama, you playing this too?
Yeah, mama playing it too. Yeah, his mama playing it too.
Dad.
Oh, look.
And his daddy.
Give me a minute.
Dad, you playing this.
Yeah, except hold up. What's wrong? Don't cry. Don't cry. Give me a minute, babe. Give me a minute because I don't know how to work this thing. Give me a minute. Babe. Now you know I can sing. What you crying for?
No, I don't know because you be playing with me all the time.
What you crying for?
Because why you gonna say?
Because I love you. I always find you every night. You say you love me.
We don't do it.
Yeah,
What do you?
What you mean don't do it in front of me?
Oh, you do it to me for me. Don't do it for me.
He love you.
I thank you for being so loyal to me, you know. And I thought about that Facebook crap and it was, you know what I'm saying, and it wasn't worth it or whatever, you know what I'm saying, for me losing the one I love, you know. What you crying for?
Because.
You getting ready to be crying.
How you gonna say this in front of us like this?
Right. That's why I say you never know what's in store for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why you should treat people right. You never know who got your back with it. But you know I love you or whatever. That's why I came back. Come on in a minute. Hold on. This is right here.
Then I'm about to have a heart attack today. I'm talking about big ass book fire up under my table. I mean, you couldn't easily see because it was like right there where I used to put my head in and get with it. Heat up under that. I got a little heat up under there. I got to get girl. He's bad. But you know, the big ass book fire up under there, motherfucker was huge. I'm so my heart is really bad. Why you got me listen to that? Why you got me listen to that? So why you got me listen to it? Oh yeah.
No.
I'm just saying, well, why you playing in front of mom and dad?
You say you love me.
Spare the drama.
Why you playing in front of mom and dad?
Say nothing you can say now, Huzzy. You cold busted.
Why not?
But why are you doing it?
You say you love me.
But why you playing that in front of mom and dad?
So they can listen. It's like you.
Why? But why you want me to listen to this?
Huh?
Why you want me to listen to this?
Because you said you say you love me. You fight with me.
But why you got? Why that's on there?
Huh?
Why you got me listening to this though?
You say you love me.
Okay, but why you got me listening to
You
that?
say what you must do? What? What's wrong?
What is that?
Huh?
But what's on?
When you leave, the Lord is taking. You already got the room and stuff.
Mhm. That's why you want to go to Texas. In my car.
Want to go to Texas in his car.
Well, why you want mom and dad to listen
Because
to this?
let them know how you is. I didn't even know how you was.
But
And I
I'm
know how
just
you
saying,
is
but
now.
why you got them listening to this?
Because it's appropriate. Because I don't want them to say I'm wrong.
What you shouldn't do then?
Why I shouldn't? There ain't no reason why I shouldn't.
But why you let them listen to this?
They already listen to the next rewind.
Okay,
That's a rewind.
okay, so
You gonna let that bitch drive my damn car?
Get your
I swear
shit.
to God.
Get the fuck out.
If
I
I
will
see
be
that
talking.
girl,
Get your shit right now.
put
Get
me
the
in my
fuck out.
car. I wouldn't, cause I swear, I wouldn't do no, I'm just saying, no, listen.
You got some scissors, mother. Got some scissors.
Fuck
Fuck this card. You fucking liar.
Mom, Dad, I apologize to you. I just thought he was doing what he was doing, so I wasn't gonna let him do me like this.
Wow.
And I really feel like this. So if I am recorded and then y'all listen to stupid, it's childish, but I did this kids be on the thing. It ain't nothing I can say, nothing I can do, but I did that. That's me on there. Like I said, I thought we were really. But I apologize. And all that mom and dad listen to why you keep doing it.
Get your shit.
I'm finna go, but you don't have to.
Get your shit the fuck out. Get your shit the fuck out. They don't want to fucking talk to you. They don't fucking want to talk to you. They don't want to talk to you. After you did they fucking son like this, you think they want to fucking talk to you? Fucking lying and talking about you love folks. You think they want to fucking talk to you? Get your shit, get the fuck out. Lying there, they fucking two different men.
Two different men.
Motherfucking fuck.
Get drunk at home. That's what he said. Get drunk at home.
Motherfuckers supposed to be going haywire right now.
Oh.
Like they don't stop.
Don't talk about me like a dog in my fault. What?
I will. You got to know with this man. See, you finna get ready to go on a trip. That was planned for me and you. Get some shit for my birthday. And you finna take another woman. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, that shit bothering about me. Yeah, for real, that's like really, that's really gonna fuck me up for my birthday, knowing that you taking this woman to this game and it's my birthday. That's like really, really gonna fuck me up. Like I said, that's what it takes to love somebody down today.
Shut the fuck up and get your shit, get the fuck out. You ain't got shit to say. Nothing to say. Absolutely nothing. To tell the folks whoever the fuck come to pick them up, they need to turn that fucking fucking good. That's all you got to say.
Guess you got to call Thais
I wasn't with no damn body.
instead of Tyrone.
This is the reason why she wants to tattoo.
Well, I'm just saying.
It's not that she wants to tattoo removed. This.
Hey, man, I can see my whole tattoo.
Wow. Took the man tattoo off.
Whole motherfucking G mode through my tattoo.
She telling the other nigga how she can see his old tattoo.
It's like that motherfucker feel that I don't want to show you.
Mm.
I need off my feet.
Eat all your shit.
Fuck that little dick motherfucker.
Look, this
You
motherfucker.
need to goddamn get this shit off my goddamn chest, Regina. I don't know if you need to get some black magic marker and squirt that shit in that ink thing.
Yeah.
What's going on for permanent dye? You need to get some permanent motherfucking dye or something.
Oh.
Talk about the man
Get it fixed like that.
Johnson.
I know that colored motherfucker.
Well, what did I do so bad? It's the same woman come home to me every night.
What's your basket on mine?
You can have it.
I see this bitch whole name.
See the bitch whole name. You heard it loud enough. I'm a bitch. She in my car.
Take that on, work.
Talk to me in my car. Drive my car every day.
drive his car every day. Talking to a
Drive my
nigga
car every day.
every day.
Two different guys. Supposed to be faithful.
God
Yes,
damn.
but I could have went further than this. I'll stop right here. It's the second guy.
Man, what's going on? Oh, I was out here so many strokes. I said, I was out here so many photos, and you know my birthday coming, right? Yeah. You know, my birthday on the weekday. So I got to celebrate my birthday this weekend. It's my birthday.
Man, look me in the eye. Fucking cheat. Thank
You know, I got to let that one go. I want to stay on topic with what it is. I mean, and honestly, it's an offshoot of the topic because you got to understand. Sure, the guy's fractured. And, retrospectively, what I was saying the other night about us as brothers, we're not loyal. We're the majority of us are opportunists. We don't really take too much consideration into the opportunities that we seize, if that makes sense to you. But here's this broad. She's with it all, and I'm just like at all, because you got a good guy who is willing to sit his hard-earned money aside in a little pay card for her, where the value increased every time he got paid. That took some thought, y'all. That was thought. He found him one. She was downtrodden and wanted to give her a life. When in all actuality, she was giving him the knife. But tonight, I guarantee you, she can't get one of them raggedy niggas that she was running around the street with, cheating on this dude with, to come pick her up in front of that man's house. Because most jokers understand this. Thus, the topic of the show tonight, if you're just joining, is how can you trust them when they cheated with you on them? So, the two dudes that she was talking to that was slutting her out, they ain't reaching for her. She gonna call him and say, where you at? You gonna send me something from Texas? And old boy gonna be like, yeah, that sounds like a you problem. You need to go back and work that out with him. Or he might send you a bus ticket and you're gonna come down to Texas and you're gonna work that thing off. Yeah. I take my hat off to the brother, man. He was working it out in the real way. He was trying to provide a life for her and make it happen. But it goes back to the topic when we was talking about the other night. The sexual pecking order is this: we as males are not in control. This is what makes us opportunists. When we feel we got a broad that's gonna kick us some rhythm, and if we like that, we're gonna jump on out there. We don't care about the situation at home or whether you got a home or not. And most times you lost. So how can you trust them? How can you trust them when they cheated on you with him or with them? The guy was a good guy, worked hard, saved his money, probably paying all the bills. Didn't look like she was working nowhere. Well, if she did, it was menial. And she was coming home to him like clockwork, like nothing ever happened. But I always say, man, it don't take but a minute to get up in it. But the other side, it depends on who's up in it. But yeah, you can get it done. God damn it. Freaky deaky drive-bys happen all the time. All the time. All right. And I'll ask you, freaky deaky drivers, at the end of the day, is it worth it? Some may say, yeah, if you're unhappy. But if you're unhappy, then damn it, move on. Don't stay there in the situation. Don't do it. Why? Yeah. So how can you trust them when they cheated on you with them? I find it a hard thing, man, to get into relations nowadays. Welcome to the show. The topic tonight is, how can you trust them when they cheated with you on them?
Okay, you saying they cheated with you?
Of course. How can you matter of fact, let's reverse the roles. How can you trust me if you know that I'm cheating with you on her at home?
Oh, you saying if you already have somebody and you're cheating and I already know that.
Right. How can you trust them when they cheated with you on them?
I think that if somebody, if you doing something with somebody and you know they got somebody at home, I don't think you in it for trust at that point. I think at that moment you with the person just to be clear with them. I don't think it's about trust. I don't think it becomes about trust until you both decide that you want to actually be together.
Okay. So when the bottom falls out of it, when does that happen? So basically you on some fun girl shit. You're a Cyndi Lauper chick. You just want to have fun at that point.
If you're messing with somebody, it's just like saying if a woman is messing with a married man, you automatically know the nigga is not going to be exclusive to her. It's all a game.
Right.
So how would you expect somebody to be truthful if you already know that they coming from a place where they already got the situation? And if you are an adult and you agree to that situation, then a trust is not a factor. It's all about the monetary enjoyment that you get from out of each other. Okay. You don't try to trust people until you hand your whole life over to them and say, hey, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to be with you. You're going to be with me. That's when you're setting in a set of trust. So if you already know that the person got something on the other side, the trust is not a factor. That's not what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. So
that's what I would say.
Well, okay, you stated when you get to that point. Now, the person's done with the individual and it's still just you and this person. How can you trust this person when they were cheating with you on someone else?
Okay, so let me say this. I've seen a lot of people have relationships and they left somebody else, and everything that somebody do with one person don't mean they're going to do the same thing with you. First of all, sometimes people is cheating with people because they really don't need to be with them. Sometimes I think people are cheating with people because they don't even like the person, but they don't know how to get out of it. So therefore, sometimes when they get with the right one, they ain't thinking about cheating on nobody. When you with the right person, you ain't thinking about cheating on nobody. You're not thinking about it because that person is fulfilling you and taking care of you and doing what they supposed to. You're not even think. You don't even want to look at nobody else.
Look at my face, y'all. What I'm about to say. What am I about to say?
I don't know.
Bullshit.
Really?
Listen, in the quiet times when you laying on your back at night next to that motherfucker, regardless of how good you thinking, you can be like, this motherfucker used to come to my job and hit me while I was working. He used to get hotels and, he used to let me drive her car. He was spending up the credit card that they both had their names on to take me shopping or take me out or fly me out some goddamn where.
everything. People are
All
different
of that
with
shit comes to your mind. I don't care who you are, especially as a woman. Because one thing I do know about a woman, you all remember everything. You remember the first day you met a motherfucker down to his alligator socks.
Yeah,
So
but I
you ain't
think that
forgetting
people
nothing.
are different with different people.
No.
I swear to God,
Listen.
I done seen men be with one woman and beat her fucking ass because he really can't stand her because she's probably fucking dumb as fuck. Then I done seen a nigga switch and be with a whole nother woman and be a whole different man. Ain't even beating, ain't doing none of that. He finally found his comfort zone. So I think it's depending on who you with. You can't say one person's the same with everybody. Everybody's energy is different. Sometimes people been in a relationship, they never even met the correct person to be with. Sometimes they need to learn how to love. Some people they'll never know how to love. Then they meet somebody that teach them that. And then they be like, oh shit, I never knew that it could be like this. So now then the other bitch is saying, well, how the fuck is she being able to do this with them? And how the fuck they getting along and they going and doing this? Because it's a different person, different woman, different people. So I think that's how I think. I said you can't say that one person gonna be the same throughout everybody. Some people just rotten like that, then they are. But some people run into the right person and will change their whole outlook on relationships, on people, how to treat people. You got to teach people how to treat you, really. You know, you can't be up for changing a person. The person is who they are. The change is within you. When they see something different walking in you, walking and talking to you, I done been with a person where sometimes I've been with them and I might be talking and saying shit and they tell me, hold on, we're not going to do that. And then I say, oh my God, we don't do that. Well, I don't have to go hard like that. I could just be a woman. And that's them teaching me how to love them in the proper way. So then I learn that. You understand?
I receive it. I receive that.
Yes.
But
people teach you how to treat them.
But it does not take away from the salacious act that you were a co-conspirator.
Sometimes that's how people get together.
Yeah, but it does not take those thoughts away. The fact that regardless of how happy you are, you can always say, well, damn, how do we get together? You know, and the fact that usually people are not honorable enough to let you know that this is what's going on. But let's just say it's one of those situations like the gentleman. He's got a woman. He's set aside some money on a car. Matter of fact, his car would increase as he went on. So basically, he was saying, first paycheck, she would get $100. As it went on, $200, $400. By the time he was finished, he would be getting $700 a month of his pay. Or every 2 weeks, whatever it was, on the card, every time he got paid.
That was a blessing for her.
So, but here's the thing. He was like, look, at the same time, he was supposed to customize her something else or give her a car or let her drive. He was letting her drive his car, live in his house and everything else. But at the same time, he ended up busting her with talking and trying to see and seeing two other guys and talking behind his back.
But guess what? Listen. Every time you're trying to get over, you're getting under. The older you get, you ought to know that. Nothing good comes to you when you try to get over on people and cheat and do wrong. It's called karma. And that shit come back quite fast these days. It don't take too long for it to come back. So when a person think they getting over on you, they getting under. She missed a blessing. That queen probably needed that money and needed somebody to give her transportation. But guess what? She didn't do right, so she didn't deserve it. So what? She tried to use him. But I realized this. People don't use you. Sometimes you come into people's life to be a blessing. Either they see it or sometimes they don't. So you can't feel like they doing that, but they hurt themselves. It's the law of the fucking land. When you try to do dirt and hurt somebody, it comes right back to you. You gotta bless people. When you bless people, I don't care how dirty somebody do you, they think they doing you wrong, they really doing you a favor. Sometimes it costs to get rid of people. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Sometimes it costs. Sometimes you be nice to a person and you see how they dog you out, but you know sometimes you have to pay $300 to lose it to say, okay, now I'm done. I'm good. They showed me that I paid for that knowledge. Sometimes you pay for the knowledge. You know, it's just like college. You're paying for it.
Paying for it.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, when your heart is in the right place and you stepping in the right places and doing what you're supposed to do, Nobody can't do nothing to bring you down. They can't do nothing to hurt you. Only thing they can do is school your ass. So you gotta listen and learn from the lessons. Now it's a fool on you if you keep falling back into those traps and keep getting back into those situations. So you gotta learn from it. And then you gotta know that everything in this world ain't bad. Sometimes the shit seems like it's bad, but it's really good because it's there to teach you for the future. So you know better. You know better, you do better. Some people don't know no better.
That's right. Well,
that's how I feel.
I feel for that. I feel for the brother, but the sister, I guess she's on with the next life. But my whole point was to.
She gonna wake up one day, trust me, and she gonna hate and regret that she let that nigga go, cause he gonna find the right one. And that blessing that he gave her, guess what? He gonna meet a woman that's gonna tell him, you know what, babe, you can keep your paycheck. I got everything from my last nigga. We gonna live good off that shit.
Oh man.
No, but real talk though. Yeah. She thinks she was getting old, but she was getting under. She might have hurt hurt the man. Sometimes it hurts sometimes, when you're dealing with people, but that's growing pains, and we gotta, live and learn, and don't take it personal. Because sometimes it ain't the person, it's the spirit that they got inside of them.
Right.
Gotta overlook it. It's the spirit they carry.
That's right. Well,
yeah.
I thank you for coming on and shedding some sunlight on this.
I'm glad I could. I'm glad I could.
Situation that goes on daily with us, and just keeping us enlightened.
I love your
show.
It's
always good to have a positive point of view or vantage point in life.
You gotta stay positive these days, because if you focus on the darkness, you're gonna stay in the dark.
Yeah.
But you gotta know it's always two ends of the stick. It's the darkness and it's the light. Where you gonna be in the middle? Always try to go towards the light, because when you go towards the light, you get more. And more things come to you. You stay going towards the darkness. Everything starts closing in on you.
So I thank you once again for your time. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you. Bye.
Press the X on the corner.
Okay.
Well, always welcome positive viewpoints, points of view. But at the same time, we still have to ask the question, because it's not applicable to everyone, the positive points of view. Because there are still those out here that are reckless and without any regard of others and what they're doing. On a previous show, lady was talking about the body counts of females and also males. Should you have the body count, the facts? Yes, no, maybe so. You have to look at what's actually, prevalent for you. Should you know those things? I say, yeah, you should know. You should be privy to some things. Don't need to know everything, but those things that can very well come back and bite your ass, you should know. You should be aware. And, if they're moving in a situation with you and where you are, then goddammit, you should know where they are with you. It shouldn't take this this brother working, making us living and doing whatever and going through natural shit that people go through in their relationships. But he still thought enough of her to say, hey, look, I started this card, and although I wasn't sending, PayPal or Cash App, whatever the fuck it was he was sending her, I was putting the money here, but setting it up to where I'm sending you monies from my account, and the monies would accrue over time, to the point where this lady would be getting $700 every time this guy got paid. $1,400 a month for herself. He didn't say he was asking her to pay bills and none of that bullshit. She was driving his car and everything else, but her ungrateful sorry ass decided she wanted to go out here and fuck with 2 other niggas and get busted. Now, I applaud the guy for putting it on blast, because he wanted the motherfuckers to spell his name right. So he put his mom and dad in place and let them see and hear what was going on, and then brought her in and presented that gift to her, and then let that shit be played or replayed rather. So, to say the least, I mean, what can you expect? Let's say from the 2 guys, they're not gonna take her serious. for one, as a man, I'm not going to let you sit up here and, you know what? Let me just say this. God damn it. I said it the other night. We all fall in love with some fucked up folks every now and again. So I can't attest to that. I can't say that that wouldn't happen or couldn't happen to me. All right. But yeah. Scratch a lie, find a thief. So I'll ask you tonight, if you're just joining the room, the topic is, how can you trust them when they cheated with you on them? When you were the one waiting outside for them to come out or see you, and you pull up and roll up, and are you planning and strategizing and vice versa? How can you ever really have a true relationship going forward? Now, the lady who just came off, she made some valid points that everybody's different. And not everybody's going to have the same impression. I'll say this. If you with somebody that you can't give everything to, you need to get the fuck away from them now. There is no reason that you should be able to say, well, you know what? I've gone these places. I've done these kind of things with these individuals. I've had this kind of sex with this individual. And that was amazing, or that was amazing, or that was amazing. But you're with somebody now that things are good, but they're not amazing. It leaves too much room for failure, disappointment, and drama, and extra. It's like saying, well, you know what? Ladies, that's like telling your guy, yeah, I used to suck cock, but I don't do it anymore. Or if the buck stopped with you, I'm not doing that anymore with you. You hear me? I don't know whether that's a bad, well, it was, but shit, I don't give a fuck. It's my platform. Well, our platform. I'm going to ask the questions I need to ask, and I'm going to say the shit that most motherfuckers want to say, but won't. So it's like, you think about it. You got a guy that through expression can let you know what he was accustomed to in his past, but none of that is applicable to you. I'm sure you'd feel some kind of way. It's just human nature. And if those are the things that we're breeding in our relationship, those are the things that leave doors and windows open and opportunity for us to decide we want to explore something else. I think that you should be unbridled in your relations with one another, your accesses, your desires, your expressions. You know, although we're humans and we're individuals, we still need that lesson from each other and how we want to be loved and cared for, how we want to be treated and talked to and spoken to. But at the same time, on the flip side, because I'm giving you that, it still takes patience because you've been doing you for so long in the manner in which you were doing it. Not seeking control, but seeking that decision that you or the individual you're with is willing to change and show you that I'm willing to grow with you. You know? It's a shame, man, that we see this all the time. You know, even down to, you know, Nevaeh and her mammy. You know, she went out there and had another guy. He's laying up in there, paying and taking care of her and whatever, and the baby is not even his. So, you know, you look at who her kid's father is. He doesn't want it. Nowhere in the kid's life or hers. Unless she coming over to get knocked down and ran some bullshit about, yeah, I'm gonna get with you, baby, whenever. Or they'll tell you, that ain't my baby. You hear me? So these are things you got to think about when, or we should think about when we're claiming relations. I used to stand on something, man, if I was dating someone. Me, I'm pushing you to be better in every way, to be a better you. You know, I'm on your ass daily about your money, your money management, your education, your health. You know, my position was in life not to ever be a distraction to you and your goals in the way you wanted to pursue your life and get your life. My position was to elevate you and prosper with you. Now, I mean, as a man, as a human, I'm not perfect. Have I always exercised that? No. But that is the initial, and that's what's in here, and it's always been in here. And that's just anyone around me. I mean, to say I want people to prosper, but more so the individual that I'm with. I believe that when you respect yourself and you have that true confidence in yourself, there's certain things you won't allow to happen. You won't allow anyone to disrespect you or play you any kind of way. And it doesn't mean that you got to be all rah-rah about it. It just means you won't put yourself in the situations to allow an individual to have that kind of access to you to make you be something other than what you are. So, yeah. Hey, I can't. Damn, I can't blame the guy for kicking her ass out. I'd have kicked her ass out too. Immediately. And actually, I would have had somebody come in and pack her shit up, and it would have been at the door. Change the locks, and I'd have played that shit on the loudspeaker and let me and my mom and my daddy sit up in the window and point down at you. Yeah, get that shit up off the lawn. You busted. Don't worry about it. Just leave the keys right there. As a matter of fact, give me the keys. And then, yeah, all that. If you're just joining the show, once again, the topic is how can you trust them when they cheated with you on them? Talking about a couple that was together, man, and guy working hard, taking care of his woman, doing what he's supposed to do. And busted the woman cheating on him with two different guys and talking about him. You know, she said that she had gotten a tattoo with his name on it twice. Got it once, took it off, and then put it back on again, and then went and covered it up the last time. And in the midst of the second conversation, caught her talking about him to the other guy she was cheating on him with, calling him all kinds of bitches and little dick motherfuckers and, you know, all of that kind of thing. So I don't know. And based on the conversation, for me, it sounded like she was fucking with the tattoo dude that covered the tattoo up, honestly. But she was telling the dude, you need to get some permanent ink to cover this shit up so she can see it. So, damn. How low can you go? Yeah. What can we do as people, man? What can we do? How do we play it? How do we play it? How do we play it? Most of us play ourselves, you know, and, you know, like I said earlier, there's a check for everybody. Her check was cashed that night, and yeah, that's that. Got Lena Ray in the room. Got Pisces 1977. We've got Toy and Black the Vegan. Got Money's 3 in the room. Got Tilo Key 1818 in the room. Got Kimura Jada in the room. FL Songbirds in the room. Kenny Sway's in the room. DC Car Guys joined the room. The Realtor Readers in the room. Welcome. Kimberly Sweets 23 has joined the room. Welcome. Welcome. If you're just joining, once again, the topic is how can you trust them when they cheated on you with them? All right? That is the topic. I don't know, man. I don't know. But something off the subject, man, a subtle distraction. You know, is vanity that bad where you got to really go and hack on yourself to change yourself up? Ladies, it's a disgrace when you have these females that are willing to travel outside of the country and get these botch jobs Because I'm talking about the incident in Atlanta where they didn't even have enough wheelchairs or people to wheel these people through or whatever, something to that effect. Honestly, man, that shit looks like a dirty diaper. It doesn't look normal. All that ass, I mean, all that, whatever that is, it ain't ass. It's cock or whatever it is. It may look good to some people on film, you know, if you got a small body, waist, whatever the case may be. That shit ain't natural. And I ain't hating. I mean, do what you do if you're on the pole or whatever. But God damn, if Head Lip the Governor, you're gonna be 70 years old with all of that. And trust me, you're gonna have some issues. Yeah, your old man, old woman, and God damn. Well, I mean, that goes with the thing and the saying that, you know, grandmamas are now about 35 years old, between 32 and 35-year-old grandmothers. That glam mom shit. Yeah. You're a grandmother, you ain't even got your shit together. Picture that. What are you leaving for your grandchildren? I guess you're going to leave that big butt you went and got. And them shoes. But back on topic. That was just a brain fart. I mean, I'm sorry. Something that just kind of, yeah, to the left. And just joining the topic is, how can you trust them when they cheated with you on them? That is the topic. That's the topic. I mean, really, it's a hard thing, man, when you have to deal with something like that. I mean, the signs are always there, regardless of how subtle they are. You're the first to know. The question is, are you willing to act on it or not? You know, most aren't. It takes some time for you to wean yourself off of that individual, you know, to get yourself together and say, well, you know what, regardless of what I'm feeling, I have to do what's right for me. At the end of the day, you got to do what's right for you. You have to do what feels good for you, because your health, your spiritual being, your mental status is your own responsibility, not the individual who's out there taking advantage of you and themselves too. You got to understand, those people too will come. There will come a day where they begin to take themselves seriously, and they won't be readily accepted by individuals who can truly be of substance to them. All right. So, you know, with that said, man, it's just like, what can you do? What do you do? What can you do? Stay tight. Find out who you need to find out, what you need to find out with, and see who you need to see. Make sure that they are doing what they say they're doing, okay, and who they say they are. What I've been getting, man, is okay. Someone said it depends on the level of transparency. I think it will be a constant thought, but how grimy of a person we were, how grimy a person were, or they would ring in the back of my mind. How grimy of a person they were and are would ring in the back of my mind, especially if I see some of those same things. Okay. I mean, I was always taught that usually if it seems familiar, it's familiar. If it's familiar, you know it. You know what I'm saying? It's like the ABC, you know, the alphabet. You know what 2 times 2 is. You know, if it's familiar to you, you know how to ride a bike. You know how to ride a bike. If it looks familiar to you, it's so. You got to do a little digging. Make sure you have your credible evidence, and then, you know, move on that. Or not. So, if you're just joining the show, the topic once again is, how can you trust them when they cheated with you on them? Everything about they would have to be unique to our relationship. Everything about them would have to be unique to our relationship. Okay. I mean, Scott, but the thing is, let me ask you this. People say that everybody's different, right? You deal with everyone differently. I get that. But there's some things that are about you that you should be willing to give to anyone that is in that position to be in an intimate relationship with you. And that means that there is a benchmark, meaning the love, the affection, the caring, the compassion, the respect, the consistency, and then there's the extras. Okay. Even the levels of attraction. If you have someone around that you're not willing to, here's an example. An ultimate attraction for someone like me would be, I can't get any more naked than I can get naked. You know, I want to rip my skin off and be a skeleton man. You know what I'm saying? I want to be that in tune, meaning that there is no inhibitions, you know, with the individual that I'm with. You know, with exploration, as long as it's heterosexual, God damn it. But yeah, right person in all the places. Yeah. There's a level of access that isn't available when someone is cheating. Okay. I grasp that. Well, you know, I didn't plan to stay on too long tonight. I just wanted to touch base, man, and show my face, be honorable, and do what I said I was going to do and show up here. Emotional and physical. Okay. That's the access that's not readily available, I guess, for someone that's cheating. Yeah. I pray for y'all, as I would hope y'all would pray for me. And you're getting good understanding. As the beautiful person you are, inside and out, regardless of your flaws, pursue your dreams. Don't just have them. Don't sleep too long. Don't slumber too long. You can't catch nothing but a dream in there. Get your ass up early, like the bird, so you can get the worm. Don't let anybody tell you can't do something, because the only thing and the only person that's holding you back is you. Where there's will, there is a way to accomplish a goal. Okay? May take you a lifetime, but you can do it before you leave here if you should be granted that time. Don't only think about you, think about things that will outlive you. Your reputation, your works, all the things that are a part of your legacy. You know? They thought Noah was crazy, man, until it began to rain. So, with that said and done, man, put your hands to it. No idea is too crazy. No idea is unattainable. Hell, we fly planes where many years ago, jokers walked or rode a donkey, let alone a horse. Okay? I'm speaking to you on this platform where many years ago, people didn't even have TV. Yeah. on that, just know that love conquers all. And give love, man. If you don't give anything else, regardless of where you've been, we've all been some damn where we don't want to be. But you're here now. It's a part of the lesson, part of the growth. Okay? Love you. Good night.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the Romello Marcellus Show. The fly uncle you always wish you had. Bring them out. Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life.
Had to find my inner power.
To fashion, etiquette, and current events. Major show alert. All to enhance the happiness already inside you.
Today is about the power of you.
Check it out.
You're now rocking with the best.